see, I've got my gear. I've got one of these new toys that I'm running around with. And in terms of the set that I'm running, I'm trying out some different Invoker builds. Right now, I got an Invoker Ritualist thing going. So pretty much what we have here, we got the Invoker, Way of Kayula. I feel like it's like this and Miasma right now. These are some of my favorite skills to use. And speaking of which, we got Miasma as well. So we're doing the Ritualist and the Invoker. And I'm using one of these new amulets, the Fragrant Thorn. Increases status effect damage by 20%, inflicting 4 or more unique negative status effects. Gets exposed onto the target, so they're taking more damage that way. And then we're using the Shadow of Misery, so we're increasing status effect damage by 20%. As always, I always want to, from doing status effects fitting the Ahani Crystal, we're doing the Timekeeper's Jewel to maximize our Miasma. And then I'm using one of these new rings, the Floodlit Diamond, which increases weak spot damage. I just want to kind of maximize the exposed that we're doing, since we're getting exposed with the Ritualist. Although, let me see, do these stack? I need to think about this. Hold on. Exposed. Like I said, we're doing some build crafting today. I want to try some things out, see what works, what doesn't. We're using the Monolith. I have Fetid Wounds on here, so we're getting some corrosive out there. And we got the regular submachine gun, the MP60, and we got the Pressure Point Mutator on here. So basically, we're increasing this weapon's range and mod damage by 15% to enemies within close range, and activating the mod is basically doing an AoE blast. And you know how I like my AoE blasts. So we'll see how this works. Probably going to switch things up and around. The Invoker's been my thing, though, man. Like, if you're into skills, no matter, you know, the skills that do damage, skills that do other things, functional skills, this definitely is a dope. This might be like my favorite archetype now. It could totally be new toy syndrome, but this is I'm enjoying this archetype. The big thing right now is the Drake thing, Drake and Kendrick Lamar, which I'm a huge Kendrick Lamar fan, so that's kind of the vibe I'm on. I mean, it's a little late to have any serious commentary on the Kendrick Lamar Drake thing. Like, everything that needs to be said has been said so far. Although what I find fascinating is it seems like the Drake fans can't really accept reality. Like your dude lost, man. Like, pretty spectacularly. Like, I can't remember anyone who lost a battle like this bad. Like, before, it probably was Meek Mill losing to Drake. You're getting bodied by his singing ninja, you know? Like, all that. Is it trigger fingers or Twitter fingers? You know, all that funny stuff where Drake won the meme battle, and I think he thought he could do the same thing here. He thought he could, like, kill Kendrick with memes and jokes. And Kendrick was clearly not here for the jokes. Clearly. All right. But yeah, I find that the most fascinating. It's like, damn, Drake fans really can't accept reality. It's like they want you to just say Drake won because we said so. It's like, yeah, that's not how any of this works, man. Your guy lost badly. But it was a very enjoyable battle. Got some good new songs. And seemingly a whole nother controversy, because now, like, not just that Drake lost. I think Drake might be in trouble. Yeah, maybe I'm going to bring out the dog. The dog might be helpful here. So let me switch up. Let's see, which one is it? It is this one, I believe. All right, so what am I doing here? So this one, still doing the Way of Kayula. We got the attack dog. So for this one, because this counts as a summon, we're doing the Soul Anchor, which now has changed. So now this increases all damage by 20% while at least one summon is active. This used to be when you summon something, like the act of summoning gives you that increased damage for like 20 seconds or 30 seconds, something like that. Forget the way it used to be. But now, as long as you have at least one summon active, you're getting 20% increase to all damage. So I'm like, yes, thumbs up to that. The Burden of the Silas, so we're reducing our ammo reserves, but we're increasing mod and skill damage. We got the Soul Shard, so increasing damage dealt by 5%. It used to be 4%. So it used to be a maximum of 12%, but now we get 15% max for each summon active. Or in total, it's 5% per, so max 5. And then the Shade Stone, so we're increasing our skill damage. And then the Crimson Dreamstone, so critical hits are going to increase skill damage by 2%, and that stacks 10 times, so we can get our skill damage up by another 20%. So that's something that I've been playing around with. We'll see how that works. The Black Maw I'm using with the Root Lash and Momentum, and then we got the Tech 22 with our favorite Bat Familiar, and then we got the Harmonizer. And I forgot to mention what I was using with the Heart, but either way, with this one, the Heart, we got skill damage, ranged, crit damage, and range damage. So you can go suck 1,000 penises. Fuck out of here. Oh, shit. Oh, cubes, man. Hate cubes. Fuck. Get up. Oh, great. All right, so we got it. Now we got the nearsighted mutator. Cool. All right, so that's what we were looking for. But either way, all right, I'm going to switch things up a little bit. One more time. Let's try another Invoker build. This time, where's the one? I have one like a gunslinger one. This one was actually kind of fun when I was running around with this one. So, yeah, same thing, Way of Kayula. And by the way, I mean, the Way of Midra, I don't think I like it. Maybe I just need to give it another chance. The Way of Lydusa is okay, but it's not better than Way of Kayula. At least in my opinion. And so we got that, and then I got the Quick Draw. We got some extra skill damage. Got the Silver Ribbon. Burden of the Sciolist again. Burden of the Destroyer. So we're decreasing our range a little bit, but we are increasing all damage dealt by another 15%. We got the skill damage. And I guess right now, how do I have the Ring of the Robust? I'm pretty sure. I must have saved it when I made a change. Damn, and I can't remember what I had instead off the top of my head. Shoot. I guess we'll go with the extra armor for now. And then skill damage, skill cooldown, and some extra armor. I don't need all this extra armor, but I guess whatever for now. And then I have the Corrupted Savior and the Corrupted Sorrow. So we're going to do that. But a very entertaining week or two, though. Like last weekend with the whole Kendrick Drake thing, like I can't think of a crazier 72 hours. Like, what was it? When Euphoria dropped. I remember Euphoria dropped. I was at work. A friend of mine texted me like, yo. And he sent me, because, you know, we weren't even thinking like, is Kendrick going to drop? Maybe he will, maybe he won't. Drake out here talking shit. But, you know, it is what it is. Like, all right, whatever. But although the Tupac thing was kind of weird, you know, the whole AI, that was weird. In a weird kind of way, I dug it, though. I like the creativity behind it, but it's one of those things where if you don't have the cosign from Tupac's family and the estate, then you're kind of fucking around a little bit. And the same thing with, like, why would you take Snoop's voice? Snoop is alive. Like, you could have just asked Snoop for a verse. Like, and if he didn't want to give you a verse, that should have been your answer right there. Like, yeah, maybe I shouldn't go this route. So TaylorMade came. It kind of came and went because it got taken down. And I was just like, whatever. But then Euphoria came, and it was like, yo. Like, to me, it was like Ether times 2. And then we were enjoying that. And then I think it was Friday morning where it was like, oh, 616 came out. And I was like, oh, shit. He just back-to-back Drake. Wow. And not for nothing, but 616 might be my personal favorite joint out of all the diss tracks. I know it's not the most popular one, but it might be my favorite. I love that sample, that beat. That beat is dope as hell. Plus, in my opinion, I feel like Kendrick, that first verse, like, people take it as like, oh, he's like talking to God and asking permission to like destroy Drake and all that. And a fun, you know, it's like, oh, this is dope. I feel like it was Kendrick without saying it, saying, you can't fuck with me. Lyrically, you're just not on my level. Because lyrically, that first 616 verse is insane. Either way, that comes out, and we're enjoying that. And then Family Matters comes out that night. Now, I was taking a nap. I woke up to like just a long text thread of just like, yo, because Family Matters comes out, and then Meet the Grams comes out like 20 minutes later, something crazy like that. And so yeah, I'm just saying, last weekend was definitely a great weekend for hip hop. And then on Saturday, that's when Not Like Us comes out, and it's like, oh shit, yeah, I think he won. Like, if it wasn't clear by then, it's like, no, he definitely won now. Kendrick killed him. Like, he killed him and then undug the body, brought him, and then killed him again. That's what it was like. And I was saying earlier, what's been Oh, fucking years, man. What's been the most fascinating thing about all of this is the Drake fans don't seem to want to accept defeat, man. It's like they want to like argue with you and like explain to you that Drake won. You know, I think some of the rationale is like, oh, Drake had the last word. Kendrick and his camp, they waved the white flag. And I'm like, no, that's not how any of this works. Kendrick is the clear winner. Like, the number 1 and 2 songs in the country right now are Drake disses. Like, I enjoy friendly competition. And that's what it seemed like it was going to be. Friendly competition, Kendrick, J. Cole, Drake. You know, and let's see who has the better lyrics. Who's the better MC. You know, that kind of thing. Like, I enjoy battle rap. You know, you watch the battle rappers, and it's cool. Sometimes, you know, people can hit a little below the belt, and it's like, ooh, you know. But usually it's all fun and games, you know. But then that's when I think they're saying J. Cole got the word. Like, I don't think this is going to be what you think it's going to be. You might want to step aside. I don't think you're going to want to stand next to Drake when it's all said and done. And they were right. I think J. Cole... It's kind of like when in the NBA, you got LeBron, or who's another one? Anthony Edwards is a good one. They're coming down the lane, and you have to make a business decision. Should I jump with him, or should I step aside? And that's what J. Cole did. He kind of like did a nice little slide to the left. Like, all right, you know what? I don't think I want any parts of this. And it's funny because I've never seen it before where someone can bow out of a rap beef like this, and at first everyone's like, oh, pussy, and all that. But then in the end, it's like, you know what? No. Shout out to J. Cole. He made the right call. That's how bad this beef was. It was like, Jesus Christ. Oh, God. Like, one of the funnier jokes I saw on Twitter, they were saying J. Cole basically got on the last helicopter flying out of Nam before shit went crazy. That's pretty accurate. I'm just enjoying the music. I enjoy good music. I didn't mind Drake either until all the ghostwriting allegations. And I was like, wait, he has ghostwriters. And it's like we changed the rules in hip-hop where it's like, oh, it's okay. Yeah, you can have ghostwriters. I'm like, since when? What do you mean you can have and it's fine. Hell no. And then also at the same time, don't tell me there's ghostwriters and then you're trying to like tell me he's the greatest ever. The hell are you talking about? Like, those two things can't be happening at the same time. Like, no. Can't be the best. Like, I was watching a freestyle, actually, just today. A friend of mine had sent it. You sent it last night. I got around to watching it today. Where you saw, I think it was Drake's first... Oh, let me do this little thing over here. It was Drake's his first freestyle on Funk Flex, you know? And my man was, like, reading off of his phone. I was like, this is a freestyle. Why is he reading off of the phone? What is this? But we let it slide. You know, it's like we changed the rules for this guy. Like, oh, it's all right. I'm like, but that's not a freestyle though. Like these are pre-written lyrics. I'm telling you, man, the INVOKER is the INVOKER the best class now? Ah, missed. Penis. Now, where you at? We like them well done.